I'm Beth.
Hi, I'm Grace.
And we're the Stitch Chicks. And welcome to Floss Tube episode number 3. It is still Wednesday, August 7th. And we are banging out these first couple videos. We wanted to kind of keep them into smaller chunks. I love watching the longer videos, but sometimes the smaller ones are just easier to catch up on and fit into smaller chunks of time. So this is going to be a WIP parade. Okay, you're gonna see the same WIP that I showed in our last video, and Gracie has a punch needle WIP that she is working on. Again, we learned to punch needle at Galleria last year, so she picked out this pattern as one she really liked, and it's from Heart Creek Farm Creations, and I believe she's going to be at Galleria again this year doing some classes. And she picked this cute little RV called Good Times Rolling. So she's just going to sit here and punch needle next to me while I am going through my WIP parade.
Because I do one project at a time.
True. And I do not. No, I do not.
Never the same way.
These are in no particular order whatsoever. And if I can recall who made my project bags, I don't discriminate. I buy from lots of people. I use makeup bags. Doesn't matter. I have some Ziploc bags in here. It's all good. Alrighty, so this is from Evertote, Caroline at Evertote. It's a little retro kitchen bag. Cute little red gingham inside. And I am doing a Mary Poppins piece that looks a little watercolory. Super duper confetti heavy. So here we go. But when you hold it back, I mean, it's going to look pretty good. So we've got the skyline, and you can actually kind of see that it's floating Mary Poppins. I still have to finish her skirt, and this is her carpet bag back here, and then her umbrella will come up here. And then there's a few little speckles left in there, but it's coming along very well. And I did this on an opalescent Ada, because I thought Mary Poppins deserved a little bit of sparkle. But very confetti heavy. I have made considerable counting mistakes, but due to the nature of the way the colors are, you are never going to know that there's a mistake in there. Because this is one that definitely looks good from, the 3-foot rule. You want to not be right up on the stitching on this one. Alrighty. I am working on a kit from Roveris, and as far as I can tell, their kits don't have names, but this is a hot air balloon. This has also gotten to see some nice love for School of Magical Stitches homework. And on this one, I'm just having to stitch the big balloon. All the rest of this is printed Ada. So I'm about halfway up on the balloon. I've still got the nice big chunk to do up here. And then there's a little basket that hangs right down here. So I thought this was really cool. I really liked the background pattern on this a lot. And I think this is using more of that wool floss. Nope, it's cotton. I lied. It's anchor cotton. But it seems really nice and plump compared to some Ada. And that's just in a swim bag that I got from the Target Dollar Spot. These come out right at the beginning of summer. They're there for maybe a week, and you can snag these. This is a cute little mermaid one. It's got a cute little octopus pole, glittery vinyl on the other side. All right, this is like I said in my other video, I like the little kits that come in the magazines. So this is a little autumn tag trio. So there's a deer, a fox, and I think that's a raccoon. Trash pandas. Love me some trash pandas. So I'm working on those little tags. I am not too far. Again, I popped on this for some Magical Stitches homework, but they're really tiny and they're so cute. So I'm working on the little deer there. And this is just in a little pencil pouch from the school supply section. Alrighty, this is another kit. This is a Hobby Lobby. I think it's an Artiste brand. It's another one that has some printed Ada. and it's some butterflies and flowers. So what we're stitching is the big butterfly, the flowers in the corner, and I think I have to stitch that part in the middle. Okay, yeah, this one's still in the hoop. So I am really just working on that big butterfly in the middle right now. But you can see they just left open space in the pattern where you're going to stitch in the other elements. So really kind of fun. It's a pretty little butterfly. And again, with that printed Ada, it really makes a nice little picture without doing heavy, full coverage kind of stitching.
It goes like this, right? Or am I doing this wrong? It's supposed to go through the top, isn't it?
Yes, it definitely has to go through the top.
Okay. I remember.
So there's that little wire threader that you thread through the top. Okay, this is a Lizzie Kate. It is called Santa Wants to Know. I call it Naughty or Nice. So I have this. And I also have the finishing kit that goes along with it. So mine will look exactly, well, hopefully, exactly like the picture on the front of the pattern. And I am substituting DMC and coloring cotton flosses for the called for. I just picked out things that looked like the colors in the photo or what I looked up online, and I'm going with that. So I got the big blocks done. Another School of Magical Stitches. Gotta love doing those big chunks of stitching for homework assignments. Okay. My one project that is on a scroll frame, it's kind of in timeout. I was going to use this for homework this week, but it's still quite awkward to access the chair where my stand is all set up. But this is, the Giant Harry Potter by Clouds Factory. This is really about all I have done. Are these 9 people and a few words and one side motif. So I'd like to start working on the other side. I have a nice little collection of Harry Potter needle minders on here. Did a little bit of gridding because I was afraid of a project this big, but then I realized that
it was a waste of time.
1, it was kind of a waste of time, and 2, I didn't count properly when I gridded. So they're not 10 squares apart.
Nice.
So I'm just going to keep the gridding. I like the big center line there, and I'm going to keep that, but I can't count the spaces. I'm just going to use that as like the center line. This other gridding, I might as well just pull it out now because it doesn't mean a thing.
So you push it through there and then down and through here. And you push the thread and pull it through.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes. Alrighty. Again, like I said, I like my little kits, and I'm doing this little Easter bunny decoration, and it's a little double-sided, or it's supposed to be double-sided, but I'm working on the front. Here's how I've got my little bunny so far, and this is on some, I'm going to call it weird, but I think it's too sturdy, like vinyl Ada. It feels very plasticky, but it's not plastic canvas. And it's from the World of Cross Stitch. So I don't exactly know. It doesn't say what kind of material this is. They called it plastic Ada, but it's much more flexible. It's not a plastic canvas. So it makes a cute little double-sided ornament. For last week's homework, School of Magical Stitches, we had to stitch our Patronus. So I have a really tiny start. It's going to be hard to see because it's going to get washed out. My Patronus is a hedgehog. So there's the beginning of my hedgehog with his little face and hands. This is just my working copy. But he'll be this cute little hedgehog. And this is from a book called Whimsical Cross Stitch. And there's a lot of small, really cute patterns in that book, and the little hedgehog is on the cover as well. This is a kit from Val Stuff called Bah Humbug, and it's done on perforated paper. I have a pretty small start on this one. again, I was filling in some green for my Magical Stitches homework. So I am just getting started on the green background. And then we'll get started on the sheet. And it comes with these great little eye buttons that I think makes this so humorous. And I think that was the homework I was working on. You had to stitch on a project that made you laugh. So Much to Love bag. Great quality. I got this from Karen at Galleria last year. Massive start. Just a massive start here. This is on Beaded Owl. And it is a project from one of the cross stitch magazines. Did not photocopy onto my working copy which magazine this was, but it's one of them that's affiliated with crossstitching.com. It is definitely one of the British magazines. But here is the finished project. It's much bigger, but I'm going to stitch it on black. I think that's really going to make it pop. So I chose an Ada because it's black. I love stitching on even weave and linen, but on black, Ada helps you find the holes, right? Just another like swimsuit bag that I got at, I think, Walmart. And this is another current project I'm working on. And it is a Mill Hill kit called Pinecone. And I used this for my Magical Stitches homework for some of my red beading that I needed to finish last week. But that's really cute. It has all I have to do is more beading on this and that'll be finished. So I'll have a couple homemade Christmas ornaments this year. I'll have a couple Mill Hills and my punch needle Christmas tree. I am doing a pattern from Nikki's Creations called House of Cooking. So really cute pattern. Not too far along. This is on Beach Walk linen. So I have the outline of the house and I'm just starting to fill in some of the motifs. I got to meet Nikki at Galleria last year, bought a couple more of her patterns. So nice. And I'm hoping she is back again this year. I think she is. I think she's doing some classes this year. So I'm working on the Stitch Along by Tiny Modernist, the Words to Live By series. I am still on release 1, the center block, so I haven't gotten too far. The fabric I'm working on is a Color and Cotton. It was one of her oopsie dies that she offered on Instagram, and I was lucky enough to grab it. So it's this really kind of cool mottled dark green fabric that I think will work very nicely. And working on that. My favorite WIP, I showed this in floss tube number 2. Alice in Wonderland by Madame Chantilly. This was my birthday start last year. So I've been working on this just over a year because I just had my birthday. I put her in timeout for a little while because she is oriented wrong on the fabric. It was supposed to go this way, but no. So I've got a little bitty border on top and a little bitty border on bottom. But this is the top of the pattern and the bottom of the pattern. So plenty of room to still get her framed without a problem.
Oh, and then we will most likely be at Galleria in the room with Rosewood.
Yes.
Or down on the floor where everyone just kind of sits and stitches.
Yes, so there's 2 stitching rooms at Galleria. Last year we were in sort of the overflow lounge area.
I like that one better.
I kind of like that one too. So we'll probably touch base there. I may be working up in the Rosewood Manor suite. It depends if Karen's husband, Dennis, will be attending or if he has to go away on business.
And then if she's there, I'll be there. I don't like being on the floor by myself.
And you don't have school that Friday either. You have a half day Thursday and no school that Friday. So we'll be there all weekend because we live about 15 minutes away from the hotel where the Galleria is held. So that is literally just our backyard. Yeah. It's actually my mother's true backyard. She lives 3 minutes away from that hotel. Mm-hmm. This is my oldest WIP. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it. It is very pastel-y. It is very 90s. It is on linen. I shocked myself when I found this.
Oh, because you started that.
That I started this on linen that long ago. This is a really old.
That's a big one.
It's called A Summer Garden by Therese Beasley Woodruff, by Chappelle Designers. And let me see if I can find a copyright. Copyright 1987. And I probably bought this when I was in, wow, I could have bought this in grade school or early in my high school career. In the St. Louis area, we have a recreational area a few hours away called Lake of the Ozarks. A beautiful place, and we had a second home there. So we would drive back and forth constantly, and I would cross-stitch in the car, and I bought all my supplies at the Walmart. And they had this pattern, and they had linen, and I started this, and it's got thread work, like drawn threads in here and all kinds of crazy stuff that I didn't realize I was doing. So I'm debating whether or not to finish it because it's so pastel-y and soft. Not really my style, but it is kind of pretty, so I'll probably finish it. Well, maybe. I have so many WIPs.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to go back into my, again, Target, Christmas. This was sold as like a gift bag. Got them at Christmas for like $2. Love it.
Target Dollar Spot is a great spot for those types of things.
I check the Target Dollar Spot every time we go in.
And then there's also the website 31, which is where this bag is from.
This is a great bag. It's from 31. It's a travel organizer. So it's a hanging travel bag, and it has a zippered pouch up here. And then it has a big pouch with a zipper, and then an open pouch and some little pockets. And I thought this was a WIP, but it's a finish. This is Cherrywood Designs and Just Another Button Company, and it is called Pin Cushion. Yep. So what it is, it's like a definition, and you can do it as a pillow or the framed. I stitched it for the pillow. Okay. And this is on the called for fabric with the called for threads, which is, I think, 30 count red pear. 30 count red pear. Yeah, I stitched it 1 over 1. Oh, yeah. Lots of light, and I got some cheaters, and my husband made so much fun of me for clipping those things onto my glasses. But I won this at a retreat, and I even won the whole finishing kit. So I can make the pillow. It has all the wool felt and the pin buttons and all kinds of stuff in there. So this just has to be sewn together. Very exciting. Oh, yay. I found some finishing pieces for some of my other WIPs in here as well. So this is one of 3 of these. Yeah, I think I have 3 of these 31 bags. Because they're great for projects, and it has a little handle once it's all zipped up, ready to go.
The huge ones are good for storing.
It's right here. Storing all my project envelopes are in the big, large utility totes. I don't sell 31, but I like their stuff. Cute little Harry Potter bag. This is from Otterly Knit Designs. It's actually a knitting bag, but I didn't care because it has super duper cute Harry Potter fabric. And I bought this for the Armada Designs class schedule Sal. So I bought her kit. So I got the fabric. I got all the boxes sewn in. I got the first pattern and kind of went, and that's as far as I got. I started to alter the goblet that turned into rats into water goblets. And then I stopped. And then I joined another Facebook group that was sharing alternate patterns to fill in these squares. So I think I'm only going to do 9. I think I'm going to rip out that bottom row of boxes. So there's only 9. So I did History of Magic with Professor Binns. And then I am getting ready to do a Potions block that is super cute. This is the pattern. It was free, but I'm not going to, someone shared it. But they made the Skelligro bottle, and I'm going to work some Krynic or some sparkly threads in here to make the little potion sparks really pop. So I think that'll be really cute. All right. My least favorite WIP. Not gonna lie, least favorite WIP. This was a Disney Dreams collection. This isn't the big one. I'm glad I didn't get the big one. This is the 5x7. This is the Fantasia Mickey vignette. It is a full coverage 5x7 piece. It was just big, gnarly bundles of threads that weren't marked. It's coming along okay. I think there was a lot of piddly bits in the Mickey. So now that I'm kind of getting these bigger swaths of color in the background, it's not so annoying. But I don't think I'm ever going to do a Hade. Do you know what a Hade is?
No.
A Hade is called a Heaven and Earth design. And they are massive. Like feet wide by feet long. Like 50-page patterns. Where you stitch every single
Like this
block.
But like full.
Bigger.
Ooh.
Bigger than that. Yeah. Alrighty. Another one of those 31 travel bags.
Like my lunch bag is from there. They have like everything.
Alrighty. This is a series from Stony Creek Collection. It's back from 2012. And it was their Pattern of the Month series. And I have the whole year. Actually, it started in 2011. I think it started in October. Yep, because it finished in September of 2012. So, a little square per month type project. And I am only on the first one that I started was October. So I have a little start on a scarecrow and a little checkered pumpkin. Thought those would make good travel projects, but I don't have to wait around for Gracie as much. When she was in gymnastics, we'd sit and watch, but in golf, I actually have to like drive a golf cart or walk around with her, so it's harder to kind of stitch on the go.
Gymnastics is no more.
No.
I miss it, but not enough to do it.
School became a little too much last year. I have another 12-month series because, you know, if you've only done half a month on one, why not get 12 more patterns for another? So these are from Heart in Hand, and they are the monthly Mania charts. Super cute. I'm doing these on a really inexpensive piece of linen, and I have started April, which I like to call Chocolate Bunny, and May, which is a little birdie. Not very much going on here. So here is my bird wing. Yeah, super exciting. And here is, that's kind of the butt of the chocolate bunny in his back. So that's where I've got him. This is the most inexpensive linen you will ever find. I bought it on the discount section at Walmart. These were in the wedding section. They are linen circles. They fit perfectly in a hoop. It's uneven, so you have to watch which direction it goes because you'll make more of a rectangle than an X. But for these little monthly projects, I think they're working out just fine. I am making mine taller versus fatter. And there were 10 circles in here for $2, so 20 cents per piece of linen. I can deal with that. I'm not a big Walmart shopper, so
No.
I went there when everybody was saying, you know, they were putting all this floss on sale, and since I didn't have any floss, I thought I would go there. Here's my my hedgehog.
And now she has
needle
every
minder.
color of floss.
Not every, but I'm working on it.
Close.
A little hedgehog needle minder. A little golf ball needle minder. Love me some needle minders. Okay.
And if you have gotten to this, before we take down the test video, she shows 3 Harry Potter needle binders
needle
in
minders.
that video.
Love my Harry Potter needle minders.
Do you want me to go
Alrighty.
get you all your needle minders?
I
And
have
your
a
needle binder stand?
I have a needle minder stand. Alrighty, Country Cottage Needleworks. Afternoon in London. Where is it? Here we go. Alrighty. So I actually had 3 needle liners on this project just to hold it because I was stitching this project in hand. So I have part of Big Ben. Here, the start of a couple trees. I'm not really sure what that building is supposed to be. I think it's just a house with a red door. And then I'm going to have a double-decker bus and Parliament and the little phone booth. But that's my start. And it's on the called for linen, I believe mainly with the called for threads. I don't have a whole lot of over-dyed flosses, so I'm kind of starting the collection. But I'm really trying to take a look at the pattern to see if it's, oh, you need 2 stitches in charcoal, and, you know, black DMC would work just fine. Alrighty. Another magazine kit. Cute Russian doll baubles. I love Perestroika dolls.
I have some from Russia, I think.
You do?
Or Greek or Greece,
I think,
not Greek.
I thought they were from Russia. Didn't Papa Joyce get them in Russia?
I don't know where she got them from.
Alright. So here's my start on those. Not too far along. But the kit came with little felt pieces to actually, like, make that framed the stitching. Got one of these fake Paco organizers. I kind of like it and really think it'll work well on my giant Harry Potter because we use the same colors for shoes and hair a lot. So just to keep needles threaded with those, I think it would make giant Harry Potter really go a lot faster.
Yeah.
This is a makeup bag. And then I got this little charm at Joann's and turned it into a zipper pull. And I thought it went so cute with the bag.
So just while we've been filming, I've already done all of this green.
Oh, here, move the fabric out on the side here. Yeah.
It's
So
very fast compared to cross stitch.
The designer for Heart Creek Farm Creations is the one who taught us how to punch needle.
Mm-hmm.
And
So we'd sit in her room and punch needle.
her directions tell you to do all the outlines. So that's what Gracie's doing right now, is going around and doing all the outlines.
So it just has all like the basic directions in here, and then the order that you are meant to do it in.
Alrighty, slay all day. Again, just another little wet bag for swimsuits. I had no idea that this phrase was associated with Beyonce.
Oh.
And so we were at gymnastics, and I had this, and I had my cross stitch project in it. And one of the dads comes up to me, he's like, "Do you have any hot sauce?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Do you have any hot sauce?" He's like, "Beyonce, slay." And I was like, oh, I had no idea what he was talking about. But I actually did have a little tiny miniature bottle of Tabasco sauce in the bag.
Nice.
Randomness. Okay, this pattern was stitched purely for the sake of School of Magical Stitches. It's just the pattern, so woo. It's a beer stein, little beer mug. Little tiny thing. I'm going to turn that into a Christmas ornament for a family member who worked at the Anheuser-Busch brewery his entire career until they turned into InBev beverages. Alrighty. I have a Made by Mama Joan bag. I have a couple Made by Mama Joan bags. This one is very pretty. This was my first one with the bicycles. And then she uses the frosted vinyl. Ooh. It has a cute coordinating floral on the inside. This is a Harry Potter project. There's quite a few. Very little stitching done. I believe this is... It's Cute Patterns by Maria. And it's called Hogwarts in the Bank. I think she had to change the name because they started going after people using the Hogwarts names.
Like,
and so now it's called like Wizard School in a Jar or Wizard School, something like that. Huge start.
oh, that's so cute.
Thanks. I think this is right way up. It could be upside down. It's such a massive start. I don't even know what that is. But I am doing this on, I don't know. It's a linen. It's a 32 count linen, but I have no idea what it's called. It's this really kind of soft bluish gray color. It's very pretty. I bought it off of a site. It was not Stash Unloading, but one of those run by a local stitcher here in St. Louis area. Alrighty. I bought this off Etsy. I don't remember who I bought it for, but it's Harry Potter.
Whoa, huge surprise.
I know.
We love Harry Potter.
We love Harry Potter.
Well,
we
love Harry Potter.
Yeah, my husband is like, whatever. He did enjoy himself at Universal Studios.
Not nearly as much as we did.
Last summer, but
oh my gosh, I want to go back so bad. And I have the money where I can pay for like a ticket, and I'm like,
how you getting to Florida, girl?
That's the thing, is you know.
Yeah, you know, you're 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dimensions kit. This is the Christmas jar ornaments done on plastic canvas. I thought these were just adorable. I only have one going so far. I started with the blue one with the house. Yeah. So that's where I'm on that. Just filling in a lot of blue. I started some of the trees, and the house kind of goes right in here. So I've got some holes to fill in with snow. But I think these are really cute. And I don't mind the plastic canvas at all. The edges are a little rough, so I'm probably going to cut it down since I know there's plenty of room for the fourth ornament, you know, the other 4 ornaments. So I think I'm going to cut it into quarters and just work on that little piece. But I think these are super cute. I saw someone else on Floss Tube stitching those, and I hunted them down off eBay, Amazon, something like that. Did I reach the end of the pile?
Whoa.
Whoa. It doesn't feel like that's the end of the pile.
There's probably more you're just forgetting.
No, I think I have a lot of things kitted up, but I haven't actually started stitching on them. But that's still a lot of stuff. So those are my WIPs that I can remember that I have. There might be a few more floating around. But that's all I have for now. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, give us a comment below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.